Fam, if your hips feel stiff, your back's tight, and your energy's dragging, this is your wake-up call. In just 5 minutes, we'll unlock tension, restore mobility, and light up your entire body before the day even starts. Let's hit the mat. This one's about reclaiming your full range of motion. Not just waking up, but activating every major muscle group. Squat low, feet wider than hips, toes slightly out. Drop into a deep squat. Place one hand down for support and reach the other arm high to the sky. Exhale as you twist, then return to center and switch sides. Feel your spine rotate, your hips open, your chest expand. I promise this will wake up more muscles than your morning coffee. Beginners can't get low? Just widen your stance and keep your heels down. Advanced stretches need an extra challenge? Hold at the top of each twist for an extra breath. Did you know that rotational mobility helps prevent low back and shoulder injuries? Now hold that last rep 5 seconds longer. Do you feel that deep stretch across your side body? That's your fascia releasing, and that just unlocked your spine. Now let's open up your hips. Now shift your weight to one side, bending that knee and keeping the opposite leg long. Stand tall through your chest. Flow side to side like a dance. Don't rush. This is where your hips rediscover their space. I promise the more we train side to side movement, the fewer aches you'll feel sitting, walking, or even running. If you can't get low, hands on a chair or wall for support. Here's a fun fact. Most low back pain stems from tight inner hips. That's why you're doing this now before it becomes chronic. 5 more seconds. Stay low. Breathe into the stretch. Feeling tight on one side more than the other? That's where the imbalance lives. Let's get into those hammies and lengthen the spine. Stand tall, feet wide, hinge forward from the hips, reaching for opposite toes. Lift hand to right foot, then switch. This is where the magic happens. Glutes lengthen, spine decompresses, tension disappears. You may not be able to touch your toes yet, but I promise, stay consistent and that changes fast. Beginners, just reach as far as you can. Advanced stretches, pause at the bottom and hold. The stretch isn't just in the touch, it's in the reach. Hold that last reach. 5 more seconds. Feel the pull behind your knees or in your lower back. Either way, this is where you grow. Time to open your heart, literally. Clasp your hands behind your back, pull your knuckles down, lift your chest up, and breathe deep. This one resets your posture from all the sitting, scrolling, slouching. I promise just 60 seconds of this can undo hours of tech neck. Use the towel between the hands if you can't clasp them yet. 5 more seconds. Can you lift the chest just a little higher? Is your chest rising more freely? That's your breath deepening. We've opened up the body. Now let's ease the tension in the most neglected area. Gently drop your right ear to your shoulder. Slowly roll your chin down and around to the left. Then reverse. No rushing, no forcing, just gentle, controlled motion. This is often the most skipped stretch, and yet it might be the one that shifts your entire mood today. Why? Because I promise, when your neck relaxes, your nervous system follows. Sit down if you need extra support. If you need more of a challenge, add gentle pressure with the opposite hand. 5 more seconds in this slow roll. Do you feel that knot unraveling behind your ear? That's tension finally releasing. Morning fam. If your hips feel stuck, your lower back stiff, and your core still hasn't clocked in, this is your reset. In just 5 minutes, we're going to unlock power where most people feel pain. Let's hit the mat. We're starting with a powerful switch, your glutes, because once they fire up, everything else follows. On all fours, lift your right knee out to the side like a dog at a fire hydrant. Keep your core braced and your spine neutral. Don't swing, lift with control. This move wakes up the muscles that most of us haven't used since yesterday's walk to the mailbox. I promise your back, knees, and even your balance improve when your glutes are online. Beginners, keep the range small and slow. Advanced stretches are pulse at the top. Here's a surprising fact. Weak glutes are often the top causes of chronic back pain. Hold that lift, just 5 more seconds. Feel the burn in your hip? That's a good sign. You're reactivating a sleepy muscle. Let's match the fire on the other side. Same motion, left side. But now ask yourself, does this side feel weaker? That imbalance is your first clue toward injury prevention. Don't rush this. Precision matters more than height. One last pulse. 5 more seconds. Still not feeling it? Squeeze your glutes tight at the top. Glutes activated, now it's time to build stability from the ground up. From a kneeling position, sit your hips back towards your heels, then drive them forward and squeeze your glutes at the top. This move teaches your hips to move with control, not chaos. And trust me, your posture later today depends on what you're doing right now. I promise you'll walk lighter and feel stronger after just a few rounds of this flow. Beginners, use a block under your hands for support. Advanced stretches, add a slow isometric pause at the top. And here's a fun fact. This move mimics proper standing posture and fixes the damage caused by slouching. One more time, drive through and squeeze. 5, 4, 3, feel the glutes and hips working? If not, slow it down. That just unlocked your hips. Now let's stir them loose. Lay on your back, feet flat, lift your legs and draw them toward your chest, keeping them bent. And draw big, slow circles with your knees. Switch directions halfway. This one's sneaky. It tells you exactly where your body's tight without saying a word. I promise this one simple movement can reveal where your mobility is being stolen. Beginners, keep your circle smaller. Advanced stretches, straighten the legs slightly for a deeper challenge. Here's a surprising fact. Your hip joint is one of the most mobile in your body, but sitting locks it down fast. Bigger circles, 5 more seconds. Does this one side feel crunchy or stiff? That's a side to work on today. You stirred up the hips, now let's stretch it all out. Push back into downward dog, hands shoulder width apart, hips lifting up and back. Paddle your heels slowly to loosen your hamstrings. This is your reset button. Spine lengthens, calves open, and your entire back chain comes alive. I promise this will wake you up better than any cup of coffee. Beginners, keep your knees bent. Advanced stretches, try stillness and lift one leg. Did you know that downward dog decompresses your spine using your own body weight? 0 equipment is needed. One more deep breath. Press those hips up, 5 more seconds. Feel that in your calves, hamstrings, shoulders? That's mobility being restored. Now let's finish with the final full body release. Stand up tall, now slowly fold forward. Letting your arms hang, knees can bend. Head hangs heavy. This isn't just about the hamstrings. It decompresses your spine, calms your mind, and tells your nervous system it's safe to move today. I promise this is one of the best things you can do for both stress and flexibility. Beginners, rest your hands on thighs or shins. Advanced stretches, straighten the legs fully and grab opposite elbows. Here's a surprising fact. Just 60 seconds in this pose can reduce cortisol levels and lower blood pressure. Final challenge. Hold 5 more seconds. Breathe deep. Can you feel that pull? That's your entire back chain opening up. Good morning, fam. If your mind's racing, your body feels tight before the day even begins, pause. This isn't just a stretch. It's 5 minutes of calm, breath, and nervous system reset. Let's hit the mat. Start on your knees, bring them wide. Let your big toes touch behind you and fold forward. Arms extended, forehead melting into the mat. Feel that instant drop? That's your nervous system shifting from fight or flight to rest and digest. I promise this 1 minute will lower cortisol, ease tension, and help your breath find you again. Beginners, place a cushion under your hips if it feels tight. Advanced stretches, actively reach the fingertips forward and press the chest close to the ground. Did you know 1 minute in this position can reset the vagus nerve response? Stay here, just 5 more seconds. Let everything go. Can you feel the breath expanding in your back ribs? If not, soften your jaw. Your breath may be hiding there. That just grounded your body. Now we awaken the spine. Slide forward onto your belly. Prop yourself up on your forearms. Elbows under shoulders. Press the tops of your feet down. Lift through your heart. This pose is subtle, but don't underestimate its impact. You're gently unraveling spinal stiffness that crept in overnight. I promise this stretch restores the natural curve of your back and improves your posture all day long. Beginners, keep legs wide for support. Advanced stretches, pull the chest slightly forward while grounding the pubic bone. Studies show gentle spinal extension first thing in the morning improves mental clarity and mobility. Try to lengthen the crown of your head, just 5 seconds more. Do you feel a light opening across the belly and chest yet? If not, check your shoulder tension. It might be resisting the release. That just softened your back. Now let's free up your hips. Sit tall with feet flat and knees bent in front of you. Drop one knee toward the opposite foot, then come back to center and alternate, like windshield wipers. Simple move, surprising benefits. This stretch resets the deepest part of your hip capsule, the part you can't foam roll. I promise this rotation will unlock hidden tightness affecting your lower back, glutes, even how you walk. Beginners, keep hands behind you for support. Advanced stretches, sit upright and move slowly without using your arms. Your hips don't just store movement, they store emotion. And this move starts to process it out. Take it 1 breath slower, 5 more seconds. Do you notice one side tighter than the other? That imbalance is telling you something. You just mobilized your hips. Now let's spiral even deeper. Lie on your back, bend your knees and bring them toward your chest. Drawing big, slow circles with your knees. Halfway, switch directions. This isn't just movement. It's a message to your joints that it's safe to release. I promise this resets the hip socket and improves your range of motion throughout the day. Beginners, make the circle small and slow. Advanced stretches, straighten the legs slightly as you circle to increase the stretch. Here's a fun fact. Circular joint motion stimulates synovial fluid production, a natural lubricant for your joints. Last 5 seconds, draw the biggest, smoothest circle yet. Which direction feels stickier? That's the direction to focus on next time. Your hips just opened. Now let's lengthen the whole side body. Come to a kneeling lunge, right foot out to the side. Place your right arm on your thigh and reach overhead. And start swinging your arm gently, leaning to the left. Feel the pull through the waist, the breath expand under your ribs. Halfway, switch sides. I promise this stretch reconnects the upper and lower body and makes every step lighter today. Beginners, rest the bottom hand on the thigh. Advanced stretches, reach further and make larger circles with your swinging arm. Side bending improves your lymphatic drainage. More flow equals more energy. Let's challenge ourselves. 5 more seconds. Reach 1 inch further. Can you feel space growing under your ribs? That's your posture rebalancing in real time. Welcome fam, Coach Nate here. If you sit all day or if you've woken up feeling stiff, sluggish or tight, this quick routine is exactly what you need. I designed this routine so that in 5 minutes, you'll unlock your spine and shoulders, open up your hips for better mobility, relieve lower back tension, feel loose, light, and energized. You don't need any equipment, just your mat and a commitment to feeling better. Most people skip stretching in the morning and wonder why they feel stiff, sluggish, and tired. But not you. You're here putting in the work, and that already sets you apart. And if you sit at a desk for hours, I've got something special for you. So make sure to stick through the end of the session to find out. I promise you won't want to miss out. Let's hit the mat. Let's wake up the entire body with a dynamic flow. Start in a high plank position, hands under shoulders. Push your hips up and back, pressing your heels toward the floor into downward dog. Hold for a second, feeling the stretch in your hamstrings and spine. Shift forward into cobra. Lower your hips down, keep your elbows slightly bent and lift your chest. Flow back and forth for 1 minute. This full body stretch increases spinal mobility, stretches the hamstrings, and opens up the chest. Beginners, keep a slight bend in the knees during downward dog. Advanced stretches, hold each position longer for a deeper stretch. What's the next stretch that will unlock your hips even more? Keep going to find out. Time to deepen the hip stretch and build mobility. Let's open up the hip flexors, the muscles that get tight from sitting. Step your right foot forward into a lunge, keep your back knee down and your chest lifted. Sink your hips down to deepen the stretch. Hold for 1 minute, breathing deeply. This stretch targets the hip flexors, improves lower body mobility, and helps relieve lower back tightness. Beginners, keep your hands on your front knee for support. Advanced stretches, reach your arms overhead for a deeper stretch. We can't leave the other side behind. Let's switch legs. Balancing it out with the opposite leg. Step your left foot forward into a lunge. Keep your back knee down and your spine tall. Sink into the stretch and hold for 1 minute. Keeping both hip flexors open prevents postural imbalances and improves walking and running mechanics. Beginners, use a block under your hands for balance. Advanced stretches, add a slight twist by reaching the opposite arm overhead. Now that the hips are open, let's release the lower back. We're bringing it to the ground next. Now we're targeting the lower back and glutes. Sit tall with your legs extended. Pull your right knee to your chest and wrap your arms around it. Sit up as straight as possible and hold for 1 minute. This relieves lower back tension, stretches the glutes, and improves hip mobility. Beginners keep the opposite leg bent for more support. Advanced stretches add a slight twist towards your knee. Let's even it out. Switch sides. Same stretch, opposite side. Hug your left knee to the stretch. Sit tall, feeling the stretch in your glutes and lower back. Hold for 1 minute, breathing deeply. The stretch keeps the spine flexible and the hips mobile, helping you move better throughout the day. Beginners, rest your hands behind you for support. Advanced stretches hug the knee in tighter for a deeper stretch. Think your lower back is fully stretched? The next move will take it even further. And just like that, your body's fully awake. Like I promised, if you spend hours at a desk, your body needs more than just this routine. You don't feel sore, but you do feel off. Like your legs are dragging behind you or your body just hasn't caught up to the day. This stretch is for that stuck energy. Let's wake your lower body back up. Let's hit the mat. Tight hips and heavy legs can sabotage your stride before you take your first step. These lunges help you move with power instead of stiffness. Step your right foot forward, keep your front knee stacked over your ankle, drop into the lunge, squeeze your glute at the bottom. After 30 seconds, switch to the left side. You can feel a stretch in the hip flexors, activation through the quads and glutes. This resets your front chain and preps your lower body for better posture and smoother movement. You'll need this hip control in the next stretch when we move sideways. Can you drop 1 inch lower with control? Last 5 seconds. Are you lunging through your hips or collapsing into your knees? That just activated your stride. Now let's open the outer hips. This is your hips truth serum. If they're weak or tight, this will show you, and I'll fix it. Start on all fours, keep your core tight and lift one knee out to the side. Lower with control, alternate or stay on one side, then switch halfway. You're going to feel the deep glute and hip activation, core stabilizing to prevent wobble. This strengthens the muscles that protect your lower back and knees. It's simple but powerful. Glute mid activation from this one exercise can reduce knee pain and improve your squat depth. Pause at the top. Hold it. Now lower, slowly. Is your torso wobbling or are you holding it steady? That just unlocked your outer hips. Now let's move laterally. We spend most of our day moving forward, but life happens in all directions. This builds strength in the spaces we usually skip. Step wide to the right, bend your right knee, keep the left leg straight. Push off and return to center. Repeat to the left. Keep your chest tall. You can feel your inner thigh stretch, outer glute engagement, ankle mobility. You'll feel stronger and more mobile in your daily movements, especially during quick changes in direction. Let's stretch the front of the thighs next after all this movement. Can you stay lower as you go side to side? Are your heels grounded or are you shifting forward? That just built the lateral control. Now let's finish with a dynamic reset. This ties everything together. Flexibility, control, breath, and power. Start standing, fold forward and grab your toes. Drop into a deep squat, lift your chest, straighten your legs to feel the hamstring stretch. Repeat. You're gonna feel your hamstrings will lengthen. Hips mobilize, spine decompress. You'll walk away feeling taller, looser, and more grounded than when you started. Keep doing this every morning and your body will feel brand new in 30 days. Hold the bottom squat for 5 seconds. Keep heels down. Breathe. Are you feeling resistance or release? That just sync mobility and strength. But tension doesn't just live in your muscles and joints. It lives in your mind. It shows up in your habits. It drains your energy even when you sleep 8 hours. When you're burned out, stuck in survival mode, or striving without rest, you don't need a harder plan. You need a reset that nourishes your body, clears your mind, and centers your spirit. That's what the 3-day reset is built for. Daily stretch flows that reconnect you to your body. Scripture plus mindset shifts to clear the mental fog. A Bible-based nutrition guide that fuels energy without obsession. It's your full body rhythm reboot, rooted in truth, not trends. Tap the link in the description or pin comment to start your free 3-day reset now. Because the goal isn't progress, it's peace that lasts. Good morning, fam. If your back's tight, your hips are stiff, or your energy feels off, this is your reset. In the next 5 minutes, we'll unlock your spine, fire up your core, and wake up your body from head to toe. There's a twist coming up in move 3 that hits different, but you've got to earn it. Let's hit the mat. We begin with breath and motion. This is your switch from stiff to fluid. Start on all fours. Inhale, arch the spine, tailbone, and chest lift. Exhale, round your back, press into the floor, and tuck the chin. Flow through this with your breath. You're not just stretching, you're telling your spine it's safe to move today. I promise if you do nothing else this morning, this will still make your entire body feel better. Beginners, small range is okay. Advanced stretches, close your eyes and feel each vertebra ripple. Here's a fun fact. This stretch activates the deep spinal stabilizers, the muscles that quietly protect your posture. Give me 3 intentional rounds. Do you feel more in your upper back or lower? That's your body's way of revealing where the tension hides. Now just woke up your spine. Now let's fire up your core. Now we test control. Extend your right arm forward, left leg back. Tighten your belly like someone's about to poke it. Keep your hips square. Hold, breathe, balance. You're not just stretching. You're waking up the deep core muscles that stabilize every step you take today. I promise this move builds real-world strength and injury resistance. Beginners, tap toes to the floor for balance. Advanced stretches, pulse your limbs 1 inch up and down. Studies show this move improves coordination between the spine and brain. So keep this one in your back pocket. Can you stay rock solid for 5 more seconds? Are your hips level or is one dipping? Let's switch. You'll feel something surprising in this next side. Left arm forward, right leg back. Same cues, different challenge. Hip square, belly tight, neck neutral. This side often feels less stable, and that tells you something about your body's balance. I promise, once both sides are activated, you'll feel lighter walking through your day. Hold, pulse, breathe. Does this side feel shakier or stronger? That just unlocked your core. Now let's spiral open the spine. Step your right foot forward and left knee down. Right arm reaches to the sky. Twist gently. Open the chest. Keep your back long. This is where spine, hips, and posture meet. And if you've ever sat too long, this move is a non-negotiable. I promise the stretch releases tension from your hips and spine. 2 birds, 1 deep twist. Beginners, keep hand on thigh. Advanced switches, tuck back toe and lift the knee. Most people twist from the lower back. The goal here is to move from the mid-spine. That's where the real change happens. Reach a little higher. 5 more seconds. Feel that stretch through your ribs. Let's balance things out because the next side may surprise you. Left foot forward, same setup, a twist left. You might notice the side is tighter. It often is. That's exactly why we do this. I promise opening both sides evenly supports your posture and prevents midday slumps. Lift through the fingertips. Which side felt harder to open? This one is essential if you're at a desk or on your phone all day. Clasp your hands behind your back, pull your knuckles down and lift your heart up. Breathe into the front of your chest when doing hours of forward posture because confidence starts in the shoulders. I promise this move will make you stand taller, breathe deeper, and look more energized in just seconds. Beginners, hold a towel behind your back. Advanced stretches, fold forward while keeping your hands clasped. Here's a surprising fact. Tight chest muscles are one of the top causes of neck tension. Squeeze the shoulder blades for 5 more seconds. Do your shoulders resist this position? That's your signal to do it more often. That just resets your posture. Let's finish strong. This is your release, your full body exhale. Hinge at the hips and fold forward. Let your head hang, let your arms be heavy. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings, calves, and spine. I promise this final fold decompresses your back, quiets your mind, and lengthens everything we just activated. Beginners, bend the knees deeply. Advanced stretches, add toe sweeps or interlace the hands behind your back. Forward folds actually stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest mode. Hold, sway gently side to side. Is your back still holding on, or can you let go? Good morning, fam. If your hips feel locked, your legs feel heavy, your body hasn't caught up to your goals yet, this flow is your reset. In just 5 minutes, we're going to unlock tight hips, wake up your core, and set the tone for pain-free movement. Let's hit the mat. Let's wake up your glutes. Start on all fours. Keep your core braced. Lift your right knee out to the side, like you're opening a gate, and lower with control. This isn't just movement, it's activation. We're flipping on muscles that have likely been asleep for hours. I promise, strong hips equal better balance, better posture, better everything. Beginners, keep the range small and slow. Advanced stretches, add a pulse at the top. Did you know that weak glutes are one of the top reasons for knee and back pain? Wild, right? 5 more strong, controlled reps. Feeling it yet? If not, brace your core harder. The difference is in the control. That just fired up your right side. Now let's balance it out. Same thing, other side. Left knee lifts, controlled. Don't rush this. It's not about speed. You'll start to notice one side always feels tighter. That imbalance, that's your clue. Don't ignore it. 5 more seconds. Stay strong. Which side is weaker? That's where to double your focus this week. Now that we've activated, let's stretch and lengthen those hip flexors. Kneel tall, hands at your sides or hips. Hinge back, squeeze the glutes, then press forward again. This move is sneaky. It stretches your quads, activates your glutes, and opens up tight hip flexors all at once. I promise this will help undo the hours of sitting your body's endured. Beginners, just lean slightly and return. Advanced stretchers, reach arms overhead for a deeper stretch. Did you know that tight hip flexors can cause lower back pain? Fix your hips and your spine starts to breathe. Go 5 seconds deeper. Do you feel the front of your hips lengthen with each rep? Let's isolate and rotate because mobility isn't just up and down. Sit with knees bent and feet flat, wider than shoulder width. Drop your right knee toward your left foot, then come back to center and alternate sides. Imagine windshield wipers. Your hips need this motion. Rotation is the first thing we lose with age, but also the easiest to restore. I promise mastering this move will make walking, squatting, even dancing smoother. Beginners, keep hands behind you for support. Advanced stretchers, try lifting your hands off the ground for more control. Most joint injuries come from lack of rotation, not lack of strength. Keep moving, 5 more reps. Are your knees gliding smoothly, or is one side catching? We've mobilized, now time to go deep. We've mobilized, now time to go deep. Feet wide, toes out, squat deep. Elbows push knees apart, chest lifted. This is your anchor move. It tells your hips, hamstrings, and ankles it's time to work together. I promise you'll walk away from this stretch feeling 10 pounds lighter. Beginners, rock gently side to side. Advanced stretches, add a gentle T-spine twist for even more stretch. Frog squats mimic the way toddlers squat before modern life taught us bad posture. Last challenge, sink 1 inch deeper. Do you feel your groin or hips more? Adjust your foot width. That opened your hips wide. Now let's lengthen it all out. Stand tall, hinge at the hips and fold forward. Knees soft, let your head hang, let gravity do the work. We're sealing the flow with the full body decompress. Your spine, hamstrings, calves. Everything gets love here. I promise this move alone will take pressure off your lower back like nothing else. Beginners, keep a deep bend in the knees. Advanced stretches, straighten the legs more, grab opposite elbows. Did you know forward folds calm your nervous system while stretching your entire posterior chain? Hold 5 more seconds and breathe deeper into your belly. Do you feel your weight shifting forward into your toes? That's good. Trust the fold. You just gave your body 5 minutes of space, control, and breath. But tension doesn't just live in your muscles and joints. It lives in your mind, it shows up in your habits, it drains your energy, even when you sleep 8 hours. When you're burned out, stuck in survivor mode, or striving without rest, you don't need a harder plan. You need a reset that nourishes your body, clears your mind, and centers your spirit. Do you ever feel stiff in the morning, or like your body needs a reset after sleeping? Well, if that's you, this routine is for anyone who wants to feel energized, mobile, and ready to move freely. Welcome to another energizing session. Today we're diving into a dynamic full body stretch that will wake you up, get your blood flowing, and prepare you to crush the day ahead. You don't need anything but your energy and a little space to move. No excuses, just you and the mat. Perfect for your living room, bedroom, or even outside to soak in some morning sun. Over the next 5 minutes, we'll activate your hips, open up your spine, and loosen up your entire body with fluid, energizing movements. Most people skip this crucial start to their day, but not you. I promise, by the end of this routine, you'll feel light, limber, and unstoppable. Let's hit the mat. Let's start by warming up your hips and getting the blood flowing. Think of this as opening the door to your body's mobility. Stand tall and lift your right knee up towards your chest. Open your hip by rotating your knee outward in a smooth, controlled motion. Lower it down and repeat on the left side. Keep alternating, moving with intention. The stretch activates your hip flexors, strengthens your core, and improves your balance. I promise by the end of this, your body will feel awake and ready to go. If balance feels tricky, hold on to a wall or chair for support. For an advanced option, increase the pace slightly to add a cardio boost. Take one more round, and let's flow into our next move, the low lunge twist. Now it's time to open your hips and unlock your spine. Imagine unwinding tension and creating space in your body. Step your right foot forward into a lunge, keeping your left leg extended behind you. Place your left hand on the mat and twist your torso, reaching your right arm toward the sky. Hold for 30 seconds, then switch sides. This movement stretches your hips, engages your core, and improves rotational flexibility. I promise you'll feel your body opening up with every twist. If the twist feels intense, keep your bottom hand on your thigh for support. To deepen the stretch, sink your hips lower into the lunge. Lower your hand back to the mat and step into a standing position for our next dynamic flow. Let's add some motion to stretch your legs and wake up your lower body. Picture yourself flowing smoothly through the stretch, releasing tension with every movement. Start in a standing position, hinge at your hips and fold forward, reaching for your toes. Slowly shift your weight to the right, bending your right knee into a single lunge, then back to center. Repeat on the left side, moving rhythmically. This flow targets your hamstrings, inner thighs, and hips, while improving your overall flexibility. I promise your legs will feel lighter and more mobile by the end. If reaching your toes feels challenging, rest your hands on your shins. For a deeper stretch, hold the side lunge for a few extra seconds before switching. Come back to center and lower into a comfortable squat as we prepare for the frog squat. Now we're going to unlock your hips with a deep grounding stretch. Imagine your body becoming more fluid and free. Stand with your feet slightly wider than hip width apart and toes pointing outward. Lower into a squat, bringing your elbows to the insides of your knees. Press your knees outward with your elbows as you hold this position and breathe deeply. This stretch opens up your hips, stretches your groin, and strengthens your lower body. I promise your hips will feel released and your legs refreshed. If squatting deeply feels hard, place a cushion under your heels for support. For a more advanced stretch, gently shift your weight side to side. Slowly rise to standing, and let's finish with some wrist rolls and ankle rolls. Let's wrap up by bringing awareness to the small but essential joints in your body. Think of this as a reset for your wrists and ankles. Stand tall and extend your arms in front of you. Roll your wrists in small circles, first clockwise, then counterclockwise. At the same time, lift one foot and roll your ankle in circles, switching directions halfway. Repeat with the other foot. This movement improves joint mobility and helps prevent stiffness. I promise by the end, you'll feel balanced and ready to take on the day. If balancing on one leg feels tricky, hold on to a chair or wall for support. Lower your arms and take a deep, satisfying breath to close out this routine. Great work, fam. In just 5 minutes, you've stretched, strengthened, and awakened your body. That's how you set the tone for a powerful day ahead. Remember, most people would hit snooze, but you showed up, and that's what makes all the difference. Before you leave, just remember that you won the day by showing up. Anytime you see that notification bell go off, just press play. And invite someone you care about to join us. Go check out your gift in the description to help you level up your fitness in the new year. Stay strong, flexible, and powerful. I'll see you in the next session. Welcome, fam. You don't feel sore, but you don't feel sharp either. That low-grade fog, it's not laziness. It's a body waiting for permission to activate. Let's wake up your whole system. Light, strong, and steady. Let's hit the mat. We start upright because vertical movements lift more than your legs. It lifts your energy. This is about rhythm, not rushing. You're not warming up for a sprint. You're showing your body it's time to rise. Stand tall, bring your right knee up towards your chest, lower it with control. Alternate sides, arms moving naturally. Keep your breath steady and your posture proud. You're going to feel a light core activation, hip moving, hip flexor mobile, it lifts through the chest. This primes your nervous system, activating your center of gravity and your circulation. You'll feel more alert with every step. We'll add more power through your core next. Pause for half a second at the top. Feel your balance sharpen. Are your shoulders slouching or standing with you? That just energized your stride. Now let's turn that lift inward. Here's where control meets movement and your center gets a wake-up call. We shift into coordination, a moving crunch that warms up your core without hitting the floor. Stand tall, put your hands behind your head and crunch forward, leaning towards your waist. Engage the core, not momentum. Move steady, breathe smooth. You're going to feel a deep core contraction, hips and shoulders working together. Activating the core standing up helps you carry strength into real life, into walking, lifting, and staying stable. Standing ab work taps into your balance and posture muscles. Hold each crunch 1 second longer. Control the return. Are you collapsing inward or standing strong through the core? That just lit up your core up. Let's spiral that energy outward. Movement in circles rewires the spine, hips, and brain. Now we mobilize hip freedom in 360. This is your space to explore. Make it smooth, make it yours. Stand or kneel, place hands on hips or let them hang. Begin to circle hips clockwise, back, side. After 30 seconds, switch directions. You're going to feel a stretch through the lower back, hips, and obliques. Smooth rhythm through your whole core. Circular mobility improves joint health and reduces stiffness. It also activates the muscles that keep you stable without locking you up. We'll now drop into a squat. Your hips are ready. Can you make the circle bigger without losing balance? Is your movement free or restricted by habit? That just rewired your center. Now let's put it into practice. This is where balance, mobility, and strength meet, and truth is revealed. This movement exposes your limits and expands them. Feet wider than hips, drop into a deep squat, right hand on the floor, left hand reaches to the sky in a twist. Return to center, switch sides. Stay low, stay lifted. You're going to feel your inner thighs, hips, spine all rotating as one. Strength and length in your foundation. Twisting in a squat improves posture, thoracic mobility, and joint alignment, all while waking up your lower body. This move stimulates digestion and increases spinal fluid flow. Keep your hips low and your reach high. 5 more seconds. Are you moving from your spine or faking the twist with your arms? That just opened the rotation. Now let's fine-tune the smallest joints. We finish with finesse because small joints create massive ripple effects. Your wrists affect your shoulders, your fingers influence your breath. Let's end with intention. Extend arms forward or to the side. Roll your wrists slowly, both directions. Squeeze and release your fingers. Explore your range. You can feel a warmth in the forearms, ease in the hands, relaxation in the shoulders. Wrist mobility boosts blood flow, reduces strain during workouts, and calms your nervous system, especially in high-stress mornings. Releasing tension in your wrists can relieve neck pain and headaches. Slow the roll. Make every circle count. 5 more seconds. Are your hands moving or truly relaxing? That just completed your circuit, top to bottom, you're connected. Today, we're setting a strong foundation, activating the entire body to feel both energized and steady. This 5-minute routine will loosen, stretch, and prepare you to face the day with strength and clarity. Let's move through each stretch with purpose, waking up every part of the body. Start by sitting on the mat and bringing your right knee toward your chest and hugging it gently. Feel the stretch release any tightness in your hip and lower back, inviting openness. Breathe deeply here, feeling the tension melt away. Switch to the left side after 30 seconds. This movement grounds and awakens, preparing your lower body for movement. Stand tall, feet hip-width apart. Inhale, then exhale as you fold forward from the hips, reaching for your toes. Feel the length through your hamstrings and lower back, releasing any tightness from the night, making room for flexibility in your legs. Allow gravity to guide your body into the stretch, making room for flexibility in your legs and spine. Each breath invites more lightness and ease. Move down on your stomach and press up onto your forearms, lifting your chest into a gentle extension. Let your shoulders relax and draw down, bringing a feeling of calm to your lower back. Breathe deeply here, letting the warmth flow through your core and spine. This stretch grounds and strengthens, setting you up with steady energy. Stand up with feet wide and shift into a side lunge to your right. Feeling the stretch open through your inner thigh. Move smoothly back to center, then shift into a lunge to the left. Each lunge releases tightness in your legs, creating flexibility and balance. This movement draws energy into your lower body, loosening the hips and preparing you to move forward confidently. Finish on all fours, ready for a gentle spinal wave. Inhale as you arch your back, lifting your gaze, and exhale as you round your spine, letting each vertebrae shift. This rhythmic movement loosens any last bits of tightness along your back and core. Great work, fam. You spent these 5 minutes activating, stretching, and grounding every part of your body. As you step into the day, carry this energy with you. If you're ready for more, try another stretch, dive into a workout, or unwind with a quick meditation. I'll see you in the next session. Let's go, fam. Welcome, fam. You didn't just wake up, you showed up. If your spine feels stiff, your energy's low, or your posture's really slouching, this next 5 minutes is your full body wake-up call. We're not just stretching, we're resetting how you move, breathe, and stand. Let's hit the mat. This is the gateway to your energy. Downward dog decompresses your spine, stretches your legs, and resets your breath, all in one move. Hands planted, feet hip-width apart. Press your chest towards your thighs. Bend your knees slightly and shift side to side. Push through your palms and lengthen your spine. You'll feel a gentle pull in the hamstrings, shoulders melting open, heels reaching toward the floor. Keep breathing, because in just a minute, we're going to challenge your stability in a whole new way. Did you know this pose reverses gravity's pull on your spine and improves circulation to the brain? Press your heels 1 inch closer to the mat. Do you feel that release behind the knees? If not, bend your knees and shift more weight into your arms. That just cleared your spine. Now let's fire up your core. This movement retrains your nervous system to stabilize while you move, critical for posture and injury prevention. Start on all fours, extend your right arm and left leg. Keep your hips square, squeeze your glutes and pause, then switch. You'll feel a deep core engagement, your balance being tested. You'll need this control for our side bend coming up, so stay focused now. Try to touch elbow to knee before extending again. Do you feel your belly dropping or hips twisting? If yes, tighten the core and reset. That lit up your center. Now we're going to lengthen the sides of your body and create space in your torso. This movement makes room for deeper breaths, better posture, and full body alignment. Stand tall, arms overhead, grab your left wrist with your right hand. Gently pull as you lean to the right. Switch sides after 30 seconds. You'll feel a long stretch from your hip to your fingertips, like your ribs are opening up. You'll be surprised how much this opens the hips when we hit the floor again in a second. Reach 1 inch higher with your top hand. Do you feel the stretch through your waistline? If not, square your hips and deepen your breath. That just expanded your breath. Now let's take it deeper into the hips. Tight hips don't just hurt your flexibility, they sabotage your posture, walking stride, and even lower back stability. Sit with knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Drop your right knee towards your left foot. Then come back to center, keeping your chest tall and spine straight. Slowly alternate sides, from left to right. You'll feel the inside of your hips rotating in ways they rarely do, unlocking movement from deep within. This internal rotation will help your next move open the front body even more. And a surprising fact is that lack of hip mobility is one of the top causes of back pain and poor posture. Sit taller. Keep the movement slow and controlled. Do your knees feel stuck? Ease off the range, then go again, slower. That just created space in your hips. Now let's use that space to open your chest and posture. After sleeping curled up or spending hours hunched over screens, your chest needs to open before your energy can flow freely. Clasp your hands behind your back, pull your knuckles down and squeeze your shoulder blades. Lift your chest, open your heart and breathe. You'll feel a stretch across your pecs and lifting through your collarbones. This is the final stretch, but the posture you build here carries through every movement you make today. Can you lift your chest an inch higher without arching your lower back? Do you feel the burn between your shoulder blades? That's your posture realigning. Stay with it. Welcome, fam. Woke up feeling stiff, even though you didn't do anything yesterday. That tight, locked up feeling in your neck, wrists, or ribs isn't random. It's your body asking for movement in every direction. Let's look at that. Your wrists carry more tension than you think. Scrolling, typing, holding tension in your fists. This is where recovery begins. Extend one arm forward, palm up, gently pull the fingers back with the opposite hand. Flex a stretch. Then flip the palm down and repeat. Extends a stretch. Switch hands at 30 seconds. You can feel the steady pull through the forearm, a wake-up signal for your fingertips to elbow. Wrist mobility supports shoulder health, posture, and grip strength. I promise, this unlocks more than your hands, it frees up your upper body. We're about to move that release up into your neck and shoulders. Can you keep your elbow locked and shoulder relaxed for 5 more seconds? Are you breathing through the tension or resisting it? That just opened your wrists. Now let's release your neck. When stress hides, it hides in your neck. This gentle reset clears the fog. Sit or stand tall. Drop your chin to your chest. Roll your head gently from shoulder to shoulder in a slow half circle. Switch directions halfway through. You're going to feel a soft stretch through the sides and back of your neck. This move soothes your nervous system and resets tension signals. I promise your posture will improve in just 1 minute. Neck mobility affects your breathing, shoulder health, and even your focus. Slow the roll, match it to a 5-second breath cycle. Are you letting your head fall naturally or forcing the movement? That just unlocked your neck. Now let's open your chest. If you sit, slouch, or scroll, the stretch is a non-negotiable. Stand or kneel tall. Clasp your hands behind your back. Press your fists down, open the chest, and lift views. You're going to feel a deep pull across the chest, collarbones, and front of the shoulders. Chest tightness leads to shallow breathing and poor posture. I promise this will leave you feeling taller, lighter, and more grounded. Next, we're lengthening the sides of your body, stretching the breath even deeper. Can you pull your shoulders back 1 inch more without crunching your spine? Are you lifting from your chest or arching from your lower back? That just opened your breath. Now let's stretch the sides. You'll be surprised how much this stretch clears tension from your spine to your ribs. Stand or kneel tall. Reach your right arm overhead. Gently bend left, feeling the stretch down your side. Switch at 30 seconds. You can feel space through your ribs, a pull from hip to fingertips. Side bends improve spinal mobility, digestion, and breathing. I promise this will help your entire body move smoother. This stretch can actually improve your lung capacity. Reach 1 inch further, but keep your shoulders soft. Is your core supporting the stretch or collapsing under it? That just realigns your breath and torso. Now let's finish through the back line. The final stretch, full body length and surrender. Let gravity do the work. Stand tall, feet wide, hinge at the hips, folding forward. Reach for the floor or your ankles, gently sway side to side. You can feel a deep stretch from calves to hamstrings to spine. This closes the loop, decompressing the back line and calming the nervous system. I promise you'll walk taller and breathe easier. You'll feel the difference in every step if you let it stay with you. Can you keep your knees soft and drop your chest 1 inch lower? Are you releasing into the fold or fighting gravity? That just feels your reset. But tension doesn't just live in your muscles and joints, it lives in your mind, it shows up in your habits. It drains your energy even when you sleep 8 hours. When you're burned out, stuck in survival mode, or striving without rest. You don't need a harder plan, you need a reset that nourishes your body, clears your mind, and centers your spirit. That's what the 3-day reset is built for. Daily stretch flows that reconnect you to your body. Scripted plus mindset shifts to clear the mental fog. A Bible-based nutrition guide that fuels energy without obsession. It's your full body rhythm reboot, rooted in truth, not trends. Tap the link in the description or pin comment to start your free 3-day reset now, because the goal isn't just progress, it's peace that lasts.